You know, I'm sorry for everything I put you through.
Oh, buddy.
It it's all my fault, and I just wanted to say that I'm sorry.
I accept your apology, but here's what I want you to do in a way, in the way of apology. I want you to be open-minded.
Yeah.
Get my glasses on here so I can see that handsome face. Okay. So if you want to really bring across the apology, I want you to be open-minded. I want you to work really hard on the things that might not make complete sense to you at the moment if you don't remember what the doctors have said, but do them anyway. So here's the big one that I want you to work on. And you can practice it all day today. It only takes a couple seconds. Belly breathing.
Yeah.
Okay, remember to put your fingers across your hands, like across, there we go. And I can't do it, but across your belly with the fingertips just barely touching. And when you take a deep breath, your belly should move out enough that they pull apart. And then go back in. 5 count in, 5 count out. Would you do that with me for just a minute?
Yeah.
Let's do 3 of them. Okay, so I've got my hands on my belly. Fingertips are touching. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Let's do this by breathing in through our nose and then out through our mouth. Okay. Ready? In. Out. And then in. And out. So that's super easy, right?
Yeah, and what 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 I'm really getting at is all those stupid welfare checks in 2000. What was that? 2010?
Oh, honey, they went on for about a decade.
Well, yeah, you get what I'm saying.
Yeah. So, those specifically had a lot to do with the amount of stress you were feeling, right? And
Yeah.
remember that stress and emotions have a physiological, real foundation in your brain, and that part of your brain overlaps the pain center. So the more stress you feel, the more pain you feel. The more pain you feel, the more stress you feel, and they feed off of each other. So we got to break the cycle.
Yeah.
And so part of that is treating the stress, but part of that is treating the pain. But if we treat the pain and we don't treat the emotions with it, then we're not going to be successful treating the pain. So as you learn where your diaphragm is by having your hands there, once you've got that down where you know you can breathe through your belly, start doing that. That you feel the slightest bit of stress, take a belly breath. In 5, out 5. And maybe do it again, because it really feels good once you start doing it. And do that you can do it throughout your day. I think it's a really good habit because, you know what, we're talking again, this keeps coming up, we're talking about vagus nerve tone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. So it would help you in your daily life to breathe like this throughout the day. Not every breath you take, but just making sure that quite a few times during the day you're taking like 3 to 5 breaths like this. So I know that right now you're feeling sad, remembering those times. And so taking the breaths with me may not have made that sadness go away, but as you feel that sadness today, take the breaths and try and get yourself to a place where you're just determined to do better. Instead of feeling sad, Instead of perpetuating the bad feelings, go to a positive feeling that you're going to do better.
You know, that's just it.
What's that? I'm listening, buddy. I'm going to listen to you. I've got your back.
I just don't feel like it can get better.
Oh, why not?
Just everything.
Everything. What's everything?
Just everything that's gone wrong in my life.
Whoa. I think you need to spend some time on Lauren's channel. What do you think? I'm not saying you're wrong for feeling that way. I think that we all feel that way sometimes. I know that there are times that I get overwhelmed. But then I look at someone like Lauren and say, right, if he can keep going, I can keep going. And so your tools are, your biggest tool is the breathing. But then talking to Lauren is another good tool. Watching Lauren is another good tool. And knowing that right now we are turning a corner. Have you ever talked to a pain management psychologist before?
Via comments, that's about it.
But actually sitting and listening to all the stuff that Cheryl taught us yesterday?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that was huge. What she had to say was absolutely huge. And so there's a big corner that we're turning. Recognizing in the brain, not the mind, okay, not the mind, but the physiological, the actual structure of the brain.
Yeah.
Emotion generation is as real as pain generation, and they feed off of each other. They go back and forth. Remember she said there was like a storm, electrical storm going back and forth between them?
Yeah, it's all neurons firing.
Exactly. And that is physiological. That is not imaginary. That is physiological, right?
Yeah.
And because it's physiological, we can find ways, or we have ways of setting a do-over.
Yeah.
Okay. Tapping is a huge, huge, huge portion of that, because tapping can do a reset. You're supposed to do one tapping at least, they said a minimum. So at least one tapping a day. And if you're not having a headache, you can do the gratitude series.
Yeah.
That'll make you feel right now. If you were to do the gratitude series, your next one in line, it'll help you realize that things are going better than what you think. So that's a real important one. Do you remember you had a total this visit of 5 different teams working on your case? Okay, you had neurosurgery, neurology, movement disorder, pain management psychology, and the general floor PEDS team.
Yeah.
5 different teams. You saw those groups come in. How many people were on each of those teams?
Yeah, at least 6.
Yeah, so 6 times 5, you had a minimum of 30 people actively working on your case. And that's not counting the people that they called to consult with. So I think you're probably looking upwards of 40 to 50 people that were working on your case. And they came up with a lot of very positive stuff, which we're going to be implementing. So, do you think it can get better? Now that you think about it that way?
Yeah.
I think so too. I think it's going to get a lot better. So we've got a gorgeous day, if you don't mind. I know I'm changing the subject, but we've got a gorgeous day. How are things supposed to be out east?
Oh, it's blue sky bust.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, well, how about wildfires?
Wildfires. Let's not even talk about that.
Okay, so that's a maybe that there might, well, especially down to Mexico, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, dude, I'm enjoying the visit, but I have to get moving. I have to head out for a little bit. So I love you.
Well, hey, I love you too.
Deep breathing. Belly breathing. You promised me?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is my request that as part of your apology, that you put your actions where your mouth is.
Yeah.
Belly breathing and tapping. Belly beeping, belly breathing, and gratitude tapping, okay?
Yeah.
Handsome, I love that grin. I'll talk to you later, okay?
All right. Love you.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right, guys. That made me feel just a little bit better. Not all the way, but that made me feel just that much better. So I'm going to end the live feed here. Don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, and smash that notification bell so you never miss an upload. I'll see you later. Kurt Yao, Medical Adventures, signing off and ending the live feed. Understand, Commander, that VPL shunt did not self-destruct. You heard it hit my pleural cavity, and I was never here. Contact Children's. Give them the go. We're coming in.